in spite of all, does it mean that the government you cannot put a figure to the exact percentage of unemployment that has been reduced so far, and from what was it reduced?
Chamberlain, this is a very vibrant country, and the country is full of knowledgeable people. Now, I cannot read, I cannot read to you figures from my head right away, but I'm sure, but you know for a fact that on a quarterly basis, the Federal Bureau of Statistics churn out these figures, and they are available for people. But what we know, in recent times, you saw those you win program. You saw the second phase of it. Quite a lot of youths and entrepreneurs, who have.
But it has to be measurable. If it's not measurable, it can be considered as a jamboree. If they can't measure the success of it, what's the point?
That is not correct. That is not true.
If it can't be measured,
a specific figure that does not come from government. I said the Manufacturing Association of Nigeria said that in the last 1 year, over 200 jobs have been created. In the last 1 year, 200. The Federal Minister of Commerce and Investment has given a figure that in the last 1 year, something very close to 1 million jobs have been created, either because of foreign direct investment or because of economic changes. And also the Federal Minister of Agri had also told us, I've told you that today Nigeria is the largest exporter of cassava. What that means is that a lot of work is going on in the agricultural industry.
All right, we get that point.
Is the largest of labor.
Tell us about education. What can you tell us about education? Anything about
education? Of course, I can. Yeah, on education, you are aware that government is making a lot of effort. You see, things like education will take time. Because for them to really become something that public can see. For it involves teacher training. And this year alone, the federal government has committed 5 billion naira to the training of teachers. Now, when you train teachers, they now have to train students. So right, there is a lag. There's a period of lag.
Let me let you know this.
Mathematics or arithmetic.
It was over the weekend that Wale Babalakin, he reeled out some facts and figures. He says about education that Nigerians spent 160 billion naira in 2011 to Ghanaian universities here. And he says that was about 75,000 of them, which is population of 3 universities. And that amount that Nigerians spent seeking tertiary education elsewhere is far much more than the budget the government provided for that sector in 2011. So, isn't that hypocritical to say that this is happening, that is happening, whereas facts and figures being reeled out by him is nothing compared to all what we hear from government?
Chamberlain, every time people talk about the difficulties and challenges of Nigeria, we always forget that these are products of long-term neglect or misgovernance. Now, I am senior special assistant to President Goodluck Jonathan, and as I speak for Goodluck Jonathan. I am not speaking for previous administrations, including military, etc., etc.
Speak for 2011. Then what happened to that?
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, if you're speaking for him, it was there in 2011, and the budgetary allocation for education.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can only judge this administration, by its performance in the last 15 months. That is the truth. That is why it was conceived from beginning that only an agenda for transformation can rescue this country, Nigeria. And we are saying that in various sectors, it is yielding fruits. Maybe we have not gotten there in education, but in due course, we'll get there. You will discover. You know that the president did a major retreat on education, and many. Several issues were discussed and ironed out, and directives were given that should be followed.
Dr.
So
Okupe,
we should limit.
Dr. Okupe, can you confirm to us if the president will run in 2015?
How can you ask me that? I am not President Goodluck Jonathan.
But you speak for the president.
There have been a lot of people who have been talking about whether Jonathan should run or can run, will win or cannot win. Every religion will tell you all powers, all powers belong to God, and it is only God who gives power to whom he wishes. And as of today, I know that for a fact, God has not outsourced that sovereignty to any man. Only God and performance of Goodluck Jonathan and the people and the will of the people of Nigeria will determine what will happen in 2015. Right. What I can only assure you from what I see from this end of the house is that this government is going to deliver on the promises it has made. It has already started to deliver. I heard your preambles when you were talking about power or no power. It is, even the blind in Nigeria knows that there is some effort being made in power and is producing results. And I can even further assure you that if you are planning to buy a generator, think twice, because between now and December, the power situation in Nigeria is going to improve so much that the number of hours that will be enjoyed without interruption will be approaching about 16 hours.
I think somebody will have to pinch some people for them to believe that one actually, but well,
that is not true. That is not true.
No, it is.
This is what Nigerians are saying everywhere. It is not me. This is what Nigerians are saying everywhere.
But I'm also a Nigerian.
I heard that there's no light. I heard that there's no power.
I'm not saying the same thing. Am I from Togo?
No. But when we say that, listen to me. Please, sir. Let me just make this point. Nigeria is a vast place. Yeah, Nigeria is a vast place. It is a population of 160 million people, 60 million people, 1 million square kilometers. Now, when we say that there is improvement, if we have an improvement in 60% of the places, then you should give us a pass mark. The remaining 40%, it will come.
But the remaining 40% also vote, so they can't give you pass mark.
It was less than 30%.
No, they will give you the pass mark when they will, and no matter how much they ask for it, if the people don't see any reason why they should give them, they won't give them. I mean, they can.
No, this pass mark is already been given. It's already been given. It's been given on the Facebook. It's been given on the social media. It's been given on the radio.
Really? All right, no problem about that.
Sir.
But remember, at the end of the time, it will be facts and figures. What is verifiable? What has been done? What has been said and done?
I can assure you that the performance of Goodluck Jonathan will be verifiable, will be visible, will be accepted and acceptable to the majority of Nigerians.
All right.
Even from 2013 and upwards.